So today we are going to learn about the cardiac cycle. First, I would like to brief you about the normal cardiac function. Let's suppose this is the left atria and this is left ventricle. Okay, this is aorta arise from the left ventricle. This is mitral valve and this is aortic valve. This is right atria and this is right ventricle and this is pulmonary valve, this is tricuspid valve. Okay, so normal cardiac function is that when the atria contracts, it push the blood into the ventricles. Okay, so the ventricles start filling. When the pressure arises in the atria contracts and push the blood into the ventricles. Okay, the ventricles start filling, and when the ventricles got filled properly, they start contracting. Okay, when the ventricle contracts, they push the blood into the systemic circulation by the aorta and in the pulmonary circulation by pulmonary arteries. Now we are going to start the cardiac cycle. So the first phase is the atrial contraction or the phase of atrial contraction. In this, when the pulmonary veins coming from the lungs fill the atria and the pressure in the atria increases, the atria start contracting. Okay, and fill the ventricle by doing contraction. Okay, and ventricles get filled. In this phase, the aortic valves are closed. Now the second phase is isovolumetric contraction. In the isovolumetric contraction, why this phase is called as isovolumetric contraction? Because in this, all the valves present in our heart are closed and the ventricles start contracting. Okay, means the mitral valve, the aortic valve is also closed, and similarly on the right side, the tricuspid valve and the pulmonary valve is closed. Okay, so the pressure arises from 0 to 80. As you all know that in the aorta the pressure is about 80 mm Hg. Okay, so when the pressure in the ventricle reaches from 0 to 80 mm of Hg, then the aortic valve opens. So it comes to next phase, which is known as rapid ventricular ejection phase. Okay, so in this, the blood ejected into the aorta and the pulmonary artery from the right heart. Okay, because the pressure from 182 it goes to 120 mmHg, and the ventricle pump rapidly into the aorta and pulmonary artery. Okay, so now the fourth phase is slow ejection phase. Why this is slow ejection phase? Because in this the pressure which rise up to 182 80 to 120, it declines from 120 to 80 and then 0. So the slow ejection phase is about from the 120 to 80. Okay, because the pressure in aorta is only 80. So when the pressure go from 120 to 110, then the blood going slowly, and then from 110 to 100, then a little bit more slowly, and then like slowly. Okay, and then when the pressure in the ventricle reaches 80, then the aortic valve closed. Okay, because if the aortic valve didn't close, then if the aortic valve not closed, then the blood present in the aorta come again inside the ventricles, and it makes murmurs. Okay, and other pathological sounds. So the fourth phase is slow ejection phase. After this, the heart goes to isovolumetric relaxation phase. In this also, the term isovolumetric means the all valves are closed. Okay, in this the heart comes from systole means contraction, from contraction to the relaxing phase. Okay, or diastolic phase.